Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Sunday evening. I am in the studio trying to finish some of the works that are behind me, as well as this portrait here that I was working on yesterday, and it's pretty developed, but I still need some work and detail work. Today is one of those days when I prepare my to-do list for the next week and also reflect on my painting. I came across paintings of Dürer. That's I think how you pronounce it. We probably know it from art history or just based on our visiting museum. I actually came across this book this week, and I decided to look at it closer. Usually we try to focus on contemporary art and those contemporary elements in others people's work, or by looking at other artists we are trying to find those contemporary elements and maybe use them or translate them in through the new language to our work. But this time I look at Dürer's work, and I found it very inspiring. Some of the paintings that he has, if painted in different way, they can actually be very contemporary in the look as well, and that's something that struck me a lot in his painting. And I decided to give a closer look and see if I can take something from him and use in my painting. I'm not going to copy his work in any way, but definitely I will look closer to see how he actually painted it and try to use it in my new work. Maybe it will be something more interesting and more, maybe it will be experimentation with something new, and that will be very contemporary and very new. So I'm really looking forward to start some new work and take a closer look into what he did and how he did it, and see if I can translate that into a new way of painting. Other than that, the week as usual was very busy. I'm working on new catalog based on my last project that I called Meta Tag project. You can check the link below in the description. I might actually do separate video to explain this project. I'm hoping that by the end of the next week I'll be able to maybe not get, but actually send the file to print a first proofreading copy that will allow me to see actually physical item, physical book, and decide what changes I want to make. And hopefully after that I'll be able to make it available on my website and Amazon. My to-do list for next week is pretty long. It was long for this week as well. I haven't accomplished everything that I wanted to, but I think that at the end it's okay. Some things can be pushed for later, and some things might be more important than those that are super important on your to-do list. Sometimes pushing some things in time allows us to reflect a little bit more and make better changes or create better things out of it. So my main thing for this upcoming week is focusing on the catalog and finishing paintings. I started yesterday this new portrait that you see behind me, and decided to focus on that instead of the big paintings. I needed some break from those boxers to decide how I want to develop them and change. This coming week, wherever I have a moment to paint, I will just focus on those big paintings and try to finish the portrait as well. I will talk about the portrait later on in the next video, as it needs maybe a separate explanation and a little bit more attention than I just think about it. Maybe this video is not for that. It's a quick update, and I'm not going to share in this video any time-lapse or any studio shots. It's just me talking. I feel like it's a nice way of sharing my video diary with you about my process and progress in the studio. I never thought that video actually can bring so much into artist practice. I always thought that videos are reserved for those who can actually make them in a good way or presentable way with some nice effects and all that stuff, but actually this type of recording is way better than writing a blog post. We want to see and hear, not necessarily read. So as I mentioned, it's a great way of sharing what I do in the studio, and I'm going to continue doing it as my time allows me. This is it for today. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions about my paintings or my practice, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.